Well, viewers, now first up, Union Minister for State for Jal Shakti V Somanna's simple request to hold talks over Mekedatu Dam has sparked off quite a storm and yet again opened the Pandora's box, that is the Mekedatu Dam row. Long-term foes, allies and allies turned foes all joined in on the chorus to label Somanna as a traitor. Somanna, to his credit, has maintained that all states are equal in the country and highlighted how state and central government all need to work together to resolve this particular crisis. First, here's a look at what he said.
ಒಂದು ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳು ಒಂದೇ. ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತ, ಕೇರಳ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಂಧ್ರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ತೆಲಂಗಾಣ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಹಬಾಳ್ವೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಪಾಂಡಿಚೇರಿ ಇದೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಕೇರಳ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲದರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮೇಕೆದಾಟಿನ ಒಂದು ಕೂಗಿದೆ, ಅದು ಕಾನೂನು ಚೌಕಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದು ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಆಗಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಆಗಲಿ ಸಂಘರ್ಷ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರಕೃತಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ದಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತದೋ ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ನಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಯ್ತದೆ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಬಹುಪಾಲನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಏನು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಸರ್ಕಾರ, ಪಾಂಡಿಚೇರಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕುಳಿತು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅನೇಕ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಬಗೆಹರಿತವೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಆ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೋತೀವಿ.
Meanwhile, the NDA ally, DMK and former ally AIADMK have rejected the Union Minister's appeal and instead claimed that the man who should be neutral and stand for justice on the issue is echoing Karnataka's voice instead. AIADMK General Secretary Edappadi Palaniswami to condemn the remarks, described the appointment of Somanna, a Karnataka BJP MP, as the Union Minister of State for Jal Shakti as a big betrayal of the NDA government towards Tamil Nadu. Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister DK Shivkumar meanwhile did seemingly support Somanna and said that being from Karnataka it was only natural for him to say this, but he did mention the decision will not be the Union Ministers to take.
See, our water is our right. Somanna being from Karnataka, naturally the decision will not be even his. There is an monitoring authority and the court which has to take a decision. As far as Mekedatu is concerned, I have a firm belief that Mekedatu dam is being built. It is for the benefit of Tamil Nadu, then Karnataka. We are not using any water on the dam. We will get only whatever share we have already been decided by the Supreme Court. So, but still they are doing politics. I think court at the right time we are going to get justice and we will construct the dam.
The track record of the BJP is that they do not fail to disappoint people of Tamil Nadu in many of the issues, let it be NEET or when it involves the interests of Tamil Nadu. They have compromised in a lot of things. All they care is for their political benefits. See, in this election, Tamil Nadu did not give them a single seat, but Karnataka has given them a seat. So they want to reward Karnataka by punishing Tamil Nadu on such a sensitive issue. The Cauvery issue is an issue between two states and which is very, very sensitive. So in such a scenario, anybody who is ethical will not give a crucial portfolio that involves two states. In such a scenario, we believe that the Karnataka might get an upper hand, but we are not going to compromise our interests.
Now, even as the political slugfest continues, there have been farmers who mainly depend on the water of river Cauvery for agriculture who staged the protest. They've demanded non-stop electricity supply, crop insurance and designated amounts of water supply from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu to be provided immediately. With the decade-old Cauvery issue seemingly resurfacing now, only time will really tell if the NDA-led central government can get all parties to sit across the table for an amicable solution. Or will the war of words really continue is the question that comes up. So let me open this up to our panel today. Joining us, GS Prashanth of the BJP is with us today. Cauvery Satyan of the AIADMK. Also joining us today, B.S. Arun, senior journalist and analyst as well. Lavanya Ballal of the Congress is also with us on the broadcast. So, firstly, we'll go to the AIADMK, Mr. Satyan. Many parties there, including, an ally of the BJP. You've been a former ally of the BJP. The DMK, all of y'all seem to be up in arms, and we've seen that happen when it comes to issues of Cauvery, issues of Mekedatu. How do you really see the statement of Mr. Somanna as a problem here?
They are habitual offenders. Whoever forms government in Karnataka, be it Congress or BJP or JDS, they are habitual offenders. And they don't respect the law. A Raipatrian
Mind you,
state
you can't
has
call
got
people
water
from Karnataka
rights.
habitual
As Tamil
offenders.
Nadu,
Mr.
it's
Satyan, you cannot call
125.
Lavanya, even you can't keep quiet. He's calling all Karnataka lawmakers as offenders. This is not right.
Why are you screaming
Lavanya,
before I could complete my statement?
Keep quiet on this.
Prashanth and
Why do you
Lavanya
want to
both can
barge in now?
respond. We have ample
Would you
time
let-
on the
would you
debate.
let the other
There will be
person
ample
speak?
time on the debate. Let's not, let's not speak over each other. Go ahead, Mr. Satyan. Let's keep it very limited to the debate at
It's
hand and no personal jibes
Yeah.
at all here, please.
The Raipatrian state has its own rights when it comes to water. The Cauvery water dispute was 125-year dispute, which we fought with Karnataka. The Cauvery Water Tribunal is constituted based on 22 days of stalling the parliament. It has got its own points. The working of Cauvery Water Tribunal and the committee's do's and don'ts are very clear.
No,
And there is
all,
no
all this
scope
is
of
something that we
discussing
understand, Mr.
Mekedatu there
Satyan. The
in
question
that
here is,
agenda.
today for the
But
sake of
already
politics, have you all
160
picked up, Mr. Somanna's statement, or do you really see a flaw in his statement? Please tell me, as far as his statement, where is the issue that, you really see?
Deepak, let me finish, please. Let me at least reiterate the history for the benefit of your viewers. The Cauvery Water Tribunal, the committee, the scope of Mekedatu doesn't lie with them in their ambit. It is there in front of the Supreme Court right now. Already this government allowed to discuss about Mekedatu once and it has gone on the minutes of the meeting. That's a blatant betrayal. Now you appointing an MOS for Jal Shakti from Karnataka and trying to invoke the same Mekedatu issue. Karnataka government are habitual offenders. They already went and built a check dam in Markandeya River. They are not supposed to do. When it comes to this, they play around with the words. There is no scope of discussion of Mekedatu anywhere in the books. It is in front of the judiciary. Shouldn't we respect whatever the judiciary is? Shouldn't we respect the final order? On what basis the Cauvery Tribunal was formed? What are all the powers vested with them? I want to oversee all these and try to see something for your political mileage and benefit because Congress is making inroads. 9,000 crores is allotted. 3 locations are being finalized. Now Congress is making some inroads with respect to Mekedatu in the minds of people of Karnataka. Now BJP wants to jump into the bandwagon and say that we are here for the people of Karnataka. Let us take the share of pie of merits. By betraying Tamil Nadu, by betraying the water rights of Tamil Nadu. Whatever the scene in Delhi today on summer will be the scene in Tamil Nadu tomorrow. Every time in 1974, they constructed 3 dams, upsetting the flow of river to
I think, Deepak,
water
we
to
don't need
Tamil
any
Nadu.
history lessons from
Now they
AIADMK.
want
Okay,
another
Mr. Satyan,
dam. Now they'll go to market.
a few points that I also want to ask you to add.
All the water to themselves.
Okay.
Is that what the law
So
says?
we'll right now stick to Mekedatu. There are, of course, multiple issues concerning water, of course, between neighboring states. Now, as far as the Union Minister here suggesting a dialogue between Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Puducherry and
no
Kerala.
scope. No, it
Suggesting a
doesn't fall
dialogue,
within the
how do you see
purview
it
of
as,
Jal Shakti.
something that's completely wrong? And
It
okay,
is
yes, I
not
know the
with Jal
matter is sub
Shakti.
judice. It's being heard in the Supreme Court. There have been multiple matters that are being heard in the Supreme Court, but there has been dialogue between the states, especially when neighboring states have, governments that are allies. Talks become easier.
It is not with the purview of Cauvery Water Tribunal, which was constituted after 125 years of legal struggle. It is not in the ambit of them. It is not with the ambit of states. It's there in front of the courts. Whatever we finalize of 192 TMC, these people are not giving that. Hardly 50% have come to us. It's a blatant betrayal, backstabbing.
Okay, Prashanth, it's not in
Depriving
the
the
ambit
water
to
rights
really,
for the people of
take
Tamil
this
Nadu
outside the
farmers.
court and discuss. The Union Minister shouldn't have brought this up. Your
Definitely
BJP's response,
not.
please.
Definitely not.
Deepak, firstly, understand.
Okay, let
what was the
Prashanth come in.
statement of the
Mr.
minister.
Satyan, let Prashanth come in now.
The minister was very clear, unambiguous in making a statement that, and please say that let all the states come together and have a dialogue. Because ultimately, you cannot be fighting your neighboring states. And he was suggesting a way out, saying, why don't you come to the table, discuss and approve of a method to ensure that there is justice for both the states. He was only suggesting a method to mediate, and mediation and arbitration is a thing which is well recognized in the ambit of law. Even matters before Supreme Court also. And when states want to mediate and have come to a conclusion out of the court, Supreme Court will never say, look, you have come before me, now you cannot decide.
Please
No
go
problem.
and read
The states
Cauvery
can
Water
actually sit and decide.
Tribunal do's and don'ts.
And also
Please go
now,
and read the powers of Cauvery Water Tribunal and what is the
Mr.
powers of
Satyan,
the
now
committee.
don't interfere.
Please go
Now
and
don't
read.
interfere. Wait
Now
for your
don't go and
turn.
read.
Now don't interfere. No.
Before coming
You
to
can
the
interfere now. Let
discussion,
me
go and
complete.
read what are the powers
me
vested with the
complete.
Cauvery Water Tribunal and committee. Just go
Mr.
and read.
Satyan,
And
we
what
are
basis
not
the
worried
legal
about
battle
what
was
criminal
fought for
talking about.
125 years.
This debate,
Educate
the issue is about whether Mr. Somanna's statement is right in law. There is nothing wrong in his statement when he suggested all the states to come for a dialogue. And the second issue, and now it is not about any partiality being meted out by the center to one of the states. Definitely not. He is a union minister of state representing all the states. And now coming to the issue between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, here Karnataka Congress is in power, their ally is in power there, and definitely any help from the center insofar as for the Mekedatu is concerned, if Congress and its ally come forward, there is no harm in having the Mekedatu. Congress is also not walking the talk. You carefully look at Shiv Kumar's statement also. He suggested that it is not within the purview of union minister to settle this, it is between the states. So therefore, if Congress in Tamil Nadu and Congress in Karnataka, who are
Was he
allies,
saying it's between the
and part
states
of
or
the
is it in the
Indian
purview of
alliance,
the
they
Supreme
can
Court?
and if they can come out
It's
with a
a,
solution.
It's a fine line to read
said
between, Prashanth.
9,000 crores is
They are not
earmarked
doing
for
it.
the construction of the dam. 3 locations were finalized. Can you please educate that other panelist? The deputy chief minister says 9,000 crores is earmarked for the construction of the
dam. It's not
dam.
a debate wherein
3
we are
locations
not
are
here to take history
finalized.
lessons from you. We are not here to take history lessons from you.
Please
We are
go
standing up for
look
the
back
rights of the
yourself,
people, justice
what
to
your
all the states,
opponent is doing
and
in
more
that
so,
state.
Tamil Nadu cannot demand more than what is due to it. And moreover, when there is
To
no
first
water
give
in
what is-
Cauvery, you
to first
certainly
give what is directed
Karnataka
to us.
government, in Congress
You
government,
first ask them to give
release
what
water
is
to Tamil
what
Nadu.
is due to us. 192 TMC.
No.
You ask them to give that
Satyan,
water first.
what is due to you will come to you only if there is water in the Kaveri. If there is no water,
these are all
you
bogus
cannot say,
claims.
I'm
These
sorry.
are
Okay,
all bogus
Lavanya,
claims.
I'll bring you in.
These are
I'll bring you in
cheap
time. You know,
political
the
claims.
Congress came to power, before it came to power in
Congress,
Karnataka, one of the bigger
Deepak,
issues that they
Deepak, let me
raised
complete.
was Mekedatu. We saw that march as well happened by Mr. DK
Congress has
Shivkumar
to
and
know
many other
answer.
Congress leaders.
Congress has to answer.
Prashanth, let me also bring in the Congress, and you just
Yes, Congress
course
has to
said,
answer.
yeah, that's the reason I'm going to Lavanya.
Yes.
Lavanya, this has been specifically said. You know, the BJP keeps saying that probably the Congress has gone back on this word of theirs that they will implement it. On the other hand, Tamil Nadu right now, the government that there is, DMK is your ally nationally. How, and when you look at Mr. Somanna's statement, how do you really view this? Do you see a scope for dialogue here? Mr. Satyan believes that there is no scope whatsoever here, according to the tribunal and the rules that apply. There cannot be a scope for any dialogue. It has to be settled in the court itself.
Deepak, first of all, I would like to condemn the language used by our counterpart from Tamil Nadu. I don't think you should address any of your fellow Indians in that terms. And having said that, it is a 125-year-old case. All of us are aware of it. It is in the courts. It is in the tribunal. There is a Cauvery Water Body Management Committee as well for all of this. Today, when we are talking about water management, I think one of the points that I picked up from Somanna's statement is it has to be a decision taken jointly among all the states. He does not say that it has to be an unilateral decision, and we appreciate the minister saying that it has to be a decision taken between all the players who are concerned, right? That is something that we all of us appreciate. The second part is if somebody had gone through the Mekedatu project, they would realize Mekedatu project would help Karnataka to ensure that the amount of water that we are legally supposed to, send to Tamil Nadu will make it easier with the Mekedatu project. A Mekedatu project is a win-win situation for both the states. And DK Shivkumar has always been committed to the Mekedatu project. We stand as Kannadigas. We stand committed to ensuring our farmers as well as Tamil Nadu's farmers' interests are taken care of. We do not want to hurt anyone. I don't think any of the previous governments also had that intention. We are just trying to protect the interests of the farmers, and the Mekedatu project will ensure farmers of both states will be taken care of. Thanks, Deepak.
Okay, Lavanya, time and again I've heard this, from Congress leaders, including Mr. D.K. Shivkumar and many others, that Mekedatu project will not just help, people in Karnataka, maybe the drinking water needs of Bengaluru, but also will not really take away the water rights of the people of Tamil Nadu, the farmers there, and they will get their due share. The question is, why haven't you been able to put this point forth to your allies in the neighboring state, considering you've been in power now for about a year, the DMK too has been, the elections are also over. Are you ever going to have this conversation across a table, or is this off the charts?
At this point of time, Deepak, the fight is between the two NDA allies. It is not between us and our allies. The fight is not between us. It is the fight between the AIADMK and the BJP. They
We are
need to
not in
sort it
alliance,
out
Lavanya.
amongst
The
them.
question
We have no
was
alliance with
definitely.
AIADMK. We have no alliance with the
But-
AIADMK. It is a thing of the
But
past.
I have started the debate with that question itself, but there is also the onus on the Congress about what they are going to do about this, because this is a long pending issue too. Now the reason why this issue is being flagged off about what Mr. Somanna said, because it is an issue that has been unresolved for so long.
Deepak, we will wait
So
for
what
the
are the
court orders.
resolutions that the Congress is going to look
we
at,
will
Lavanya?
wait for the we will wait for the court orders, and we will seek assistance from the union government to go ahead with the Mekedatu project. We will do legally everything that is possible for us to ensure Mekedatu project happens and both states benefit.
So how do you see Somanna's statement then coming in here?
Sorry, I missed a part of your question, Deepak.
How do you really see the Union Jal Shakti Minister's statement, Mr. Somanna's statement in this regard? How does the Congress view this?
We appreciate him saying all the players will be involved in this dialogue and then a decision will be taken. We appreciate that. I think it's a right way to go ahead, and we appreciate his point of view that Mekedatu project must take place. We are quite glad, because that's one pet project we have.
That's precisely why I asked you. That's precisely why I asked you, Lavanya. You're saying you appreciate that he's talking about dialogue, but I'm asking you, when are you going to initiate that dialogue? But you say you're going to wait for the court verdict. So you're contradicting yourself to an extent there. I'll also bring in Mr. B.S. Arun. He, of course, has covered this issue for quite some time, has known, the water issues between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, has reported it, of course, through his long career. Mr. Arun, how do you really look at this? Firstly, do you find a fault in the statement of the Union Jal Shakti Minister here, Mr. Somanna? And also, now the NDA allies hitting out at him. You have the AIADMK going against him, the DMK going against him. Is this something that political parties in Tamil Nadu always do, or do you see chinks in the armor of the NDA here?
First of all, Deepak, I wonder why Mr. Somanna made his statement. Because technical, very technical. I won't say that he has no authority to do it. He is the minister in charge of the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation. He doesn't hold the charge of interstate disputes within the Water Resources Ministry at the center. So, first of all, I doubt that why he said that. But anyway, he has made a statement. He is, after all, the Minister of State for Jal Shakti. The cabinet minister normally holds the interstate water disputes, department. So there are 3-4 departments within Jal Shakti ministry. So this is point number one. And point number two is, what Tamil Nadu has been saying is that the issue is already before the Supreme Court, and the Cauvery Water Management Authority, before which the issue came just in the last few meetings, they don't have the authority. That's what the Tamil Nadu stand is. And the issue. But what Karnataka has been saying is that Supreme Court has not barred the authority from deliberating on this issue, because Supreme Court has also said that final decision will be taken by us and not by the Cauvery authority. So these are the two of the points. But thirdly, Deepak, the issue itself is so I came to the fore with D.K. Shivkumar and the Congress party before the assembly elections of last year, conducting a padyatra from Kanakpura to Bangalore, from the
Yeah.
the place where the reservoir would be situated in case this dam happens to Bangalore. That gave a momentum also to Congress in that region. It also happens to be the constituency of DK Shivakumar. Mekedatu comes within in Kanakpura, and that's what DK Shivakumar's constituency is. So, in many respects, Congress feels that it has taken up the issue and it wants to take it to logical end. But there are obstructions, there are issues involved, interstate issues are involved. Tamil Nadu has been vociferously opposing this not just now, but for the last few decades. So I don't think even if Karnataka forces this ahead, Tamil Nadu will give its assent to this, and the issue will remain like this unresolved for I don't know how many decades in future. So I don't think at the same time I would like to
Well,
also
that's the
point out that
problem, and that's
many
where dialogue, even if it's not over, of course, whether the dam should be constructed, whether the do's and don'ts, whatever, there should be some sort of political dialogue that should happen, and especially if you're allies. Now, the question, when I ask the Congress party, I should definitely ask the BJP here, Mr. Prashanth. PMK today is criticizing this move of, the NDA's own minister. So when you look at this, even you've not been able to really convince your allies of what you think should happen in one state and how if it can amicably help two states. This is something that not just the Congress could do, even the BJP could.
Deepak, if you look at the statement made by Ramdas, the founder of PMK, all that he has said is he doesn't want to interfere and talk to the government or any of the states for this. So therefore, he may be right in wanting to protect the states of state
That
of
is
Tamil
him
Nadu because he hails
disagreeing.
from there.
That
We are
is
not
him disagreeing with what
we are
Mr.
not
Somanna
disputing the
said.
statement of Ramdas.
That
He
is
doesn't
him
want to
disagreeing
interfere
with what
and
Mr. Somanna said.
No, what Somanna has stated is nothing wrong at all because all that Somanna is wanting is all the states to come together, have a dialogue, sit across the table, discuss, decide,
He wants states to come together, have a dialogue. The PMK says we're not going to have this dialogue. This is an NDA ally. Why aren't you able to communicate what you think to your own allies then? When you ask this question to the Congress on multiple debates, Prashanth, that the DMK and the Congress are allies, why aren't they sitting together? The question is now your own allies question your own minister.
No, Deepak, I understand Ramdas has refused to comment on this or he doesn't want to be part of it is one thing. But when the states can decide, it is not in the purview of union government at all. When the states can decide, when Congress is in power here and its allies in power there, it is about not the opposition in Tamil Nadu who has to take a call, but the ruling DMK and Congress in Tamil Nadu and the Congress in Karnataka. If they come to a conclusion and decide what is best for both the states, Congress should actually do it. Instead of saying that we are standing up for both, let Congress make it stand clear in Karnataka first, whether are they wanting to talk to DMK or not, because ultimately who has to decide is the government of Tamil Nadu and government of Karnataka, which is both
Deepak, can I come in?
having Congress at the helm. DMK led government with Congress at the helm and Congress in Karnataka. So therefore, they have more talking to do rather than saying that PMK has not accepted something. PMK, even though they have a say or not, they have no say in the running of government of Tamil Nadu. So who runs it? DMK and Congress. So DMK and Congress plus Congress in Karnataka here should give an equitable solution and ensure that justice is meted out. And instead of trying to blame the center for everything.
Deepak, can I come in?
Okay. Okay.
Deepak,
Mr. Satyan also wants to come in. Mr. Satyan, go ahead. Yeah.
Deepak, the law is clear. Let's understand. It's not about the person who rules the state can take certain things into his own hands. The water rights of a repatriant state cannot be denied, is what the law says. When there is no scope of discussing about this new idea of Mekedatu by Karnataka, when there is no scope to be discussed anywhere, since it is pending before the Supreme Court, DMK and Congress are hand in glove.
There is no law
DMK
barring
should
you
have
to
gone
discuss.
forward and filed a contempt against Congress, but DMK remains a mute spectator in Tamil Nadu. People who betray the rights of water to Tamil Nadu and Tamil people are DMK, Congress. Now the new person to join the bandwagon is BJP. At one side, they say they will abide by the law. The other side say this will be a win-win situation. This is not a business deal where we can come and discuss, talk and come at a win-win situation. From 324 TMC requirement, we have come down till 192 after 125 years of battle.
Okay, we seem to have lost
I
your
can't-
audio there, Mr. Satyan, but I get the point that you're making. If you want to come in with a quick rebuttal there, Prashanth.
Yes,
And also I'll
definitely.
come to
See,
Lavanya after that.
Yes. See, Deepak, it is not about Supreme Court has never barred any states to indulge in a dialogue because the proceedings before Supreme Court are very clear. Even in the Arbitration Act and the mediation law is very clear. Even though you have a dispute, it is not wrong for the states to sit across and have a dialogue and go to Supreme Court and say, this is a joint memo. This is what we are wanting to decide. And I don't think Supreme Court will say, it's a dispute between states. We will now decide. No, I'm sure Supreme Court will oblige if Congress and its ally in Tamil Nadu and Congress.
Okay,
government
so
in
you're saying
Karnataka
dialogue
comes
is
to
an
a
option,
conclusion.
it should happen. Okay, Lavanya, quickly, I just have about a minute, Lavanya. There were a lot of things said about the Karnataka Congress as well by Mr. Satyan and Tamil Nadu Congress.
We are very clear. We want the Mekedatu project to happen, and we will do everything possible to ensure that the Mekedatu project happens. But we will, at the same time, not break any laws. We will abide by the laws. And yes, our partner, DMK, is aware that Karnataka Congress is interested in the Mekedatu project. And we reiterate once again, Mekedatu project is a win-win situation for everybody. It's a very complicated issue of 125 years. And there are multiple issues about more,
It is
irrigated
definitely a
land or
complicated issue, Lavanya, like you
cultivated land.
mentioned. Now the Union Minister's statement, whether he was aware of the kind of statement that he's going to make and how it's going to really backfire on him or create this storm, that's not very clear, but it has. Because this water issue between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka is a sensitive one. Mekedatu right now, of course, is another big bone of contention. Allies in two states not able to resolve it. Whether dialogue is the way forward. Did the Union Minister actually suggest a good idea, or is it something that's off the charts? Well, of course, we've had many perspectives on this debate to probably give our viewers a better understanding of the same. Thanking all our panelists for joining us on this broadcast.